Keith, you've been telling us inland would be the place to be for the warmest air, and we're already seeing why that's the fact.
Yeah. Also, Brian, I would love to see that tie in front of the green wall.
It would
at some
not
point.
work.
If you could make that happen,
This is
it'd
why
be
I'm
great.
here. And you're there.
Yeah, you know, the sea breeze has already kicked in a lot of spots. So, for example, I mentioned Portland had been warmer than this last hour. That's a surefire way to tell the sea breeze is kicked at 58. Wiscasset hanging on at 64, but 58 is a common number right up and down the coastline with the water temp only 44. You look inland, that's where it's warmer, 74 in Sanford, 68 in Freiburg. I think they'll be able to get to 80, believe it or not, over the next few hours. They're really going to build on that warmth quickly. 65 in Bangor, 61 in Millinocket. So on the satellite, most of us are sunny, the vast majority of us, and you can tell just by the clouds where that warm front is located, just about here, draped across Aroostook County. So everywhere south of there is squarely in the warm sector. And even north, it's not cold, it's just not quite as mild an air mass to the north of that front. So that front drifts. Temperatures warm, especially inland, and this model has 82 in Freiburg. That might be a little hard to get to, but you can see the point here that we really rapidly warm up over the next few hours. It'll be interesting. Sometimes along the coast you can recover from a sea breeze. It's hard, but it can be done. So I'm not sure if we're going to cap at 58 in Portland or we'll be able to pull back into the 60s, for example, later this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't think you're going to recover in the mid-coast and down East Maine. Tonight is mild, so this is the middle of the night tonight. We're in the mid and upper 50s, even some low 60s at midnight. And so we start tomorrow morning in the 50s. That makes it easier for the coast especially to get in the 70s, but it will still be earlier in the day that happens. I think 10 or 11 a.m. probably in a place like Portland up to Wiscasset. And then the sea breeze comes in there too. Inland we stay into the mid 70s with a couple of upper 70s possible through tomorrow afternoon. And that's kind of the last you'll see of this big warmth for a while. We come back around on Saturday and now we're back into the upper 50s and low 60s, which is certainly fine for this time of the year, but the big warmth will be gone by the weekend. So here's tomorrow's high temperatures. Again, 70 in Portland, 71 in Wiscasset. That's short-lived, though. Go inland, mid-70s, and then 80s back into New Hampshire and parts of Vermont, certainly Massachusetts as well. So warm sector, party's over. Cold front comes back down, drapes itself through, and then we're cooler for the weekend. It looks like the second half of the weekend might be a little showery, although the model's backed off a tiny bit on that. But you see some showers building in here Sunday afternoon over southern Maine. Some rain likely on Monday. And next week is just a totally different vibe compared to this week. It's cooler and it's a lot more active as far as the rain goes. You can see that reflected in our temperature trend. We've got tomorrow, we've got okay day Saturday, and then we kind of pop down to average for Sunday through the rest of next week. I don't see anything super mild in the forecast. So I will point out that Sunday got a little bit better compared to yesterday. It looked like there'd be showers through much of the day, but now it looks like maybe just the afternoon, if that, so that's not bad. Off and on showers turn over to rain on Monday, and then we do it again Tuesday and into Wednesday, and you can see that this pattern is just a little unstable. And Brian, it's worth noting that this pattern with an upper level low that stalls out is kind of where we live at in April here, so this is wrong side. This is more normal than this is, really.
Oh, this is abnormal right now,
Yeah.
absolutely. Next week will seem more normal
Appropriate.
for April. All right.
Yeah.
Will do. Keith, thanks so much.